Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Webb Weekly Live, Hoopers Only TV. Paul Bow alongside the coach, Rich Salonis, tonight from the Magic Dome. The Coatesville Red Raiders come to town. What a record of 6-5, taking on the hometown Williamsport Millionaires. Filling in for Jim Webb today. We're wishing Jimmy Webb Jr. a happy birthday. They're out for dinner.
Jimmy.
Glad to have the coach here tonight. Coach, should be a good one.
Should be. You got two classic teams throughout the years, history of state basketball and state. Coatesville's a big name, and we all know about the Millionaires tradition.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about Coatesville. They're led to interim coach Ryan Dunbar. We have an interview coming up with him, but star player Jaden Brickus, 18 points a game, coach, he's out tonight.
Yeah, that's a big hurt for Coatesville, who's got a team that's talented, as you'll see tonight, but trying to find their way with consistency. And anytime you lose your best player, you're going to have that mentality of the second man, third man, maybe even a fourth man stepping up tonight to take his place. That's a big letdown for the Red Raiders.
Well, I'll tell you one person that's going to step up. You talk about big. Number 25 senior Jalen McNeil, 12.5 points a game, 9 rebounds. He's the big inside, along with junior Jeremiah Marshall, also well over 9 points a game, 5 assists. Two people that definitely could step in for Coach Dunbar tonight.
Yeah, Williamsport's going to have its hands full down low, and they're going to have to be very disciplined defensively, or Coatesville's going to have an easy time of it in the paint. It won't be hard to miss McNeil at 6'6" tonight.
Well, James Taylor will run the point along with Dior Kennedy. They are big, they are fast, they are athletic, Coatesville. This should be a good one.
It should be, and like I said, when you get to this level of basketball, this size schools, your 6As, you're seeing athletic kids that can get up and down the court and do some fantastic things with the ball.
Well, Williamsport, no short of athletes, 7-3 this season for Coach Alan Taylor. 3 buzzer beaters they've been involved in. Let's hope his life insurance is paid up. If not, I know a good guy that could sell him some. Anyway, hey, they came out 2 times out of 3 on the right side of it. They're led by Elijah Frierson. I call him Frierson because he flies through the air with those dunks, electrifying the crowd. 9.8 points a game. They got their big inside, J.J. Beagle. Get him the ball. The kid needs reps. Get him the ball, and he can score from anywhere.
And not only anywhere, but any time, as he hit the game-winning shot against the Crimson Tide from Pottsville last week to give Williamsport a big win. So, hey, no shortage of athletes on the court tonight, Paul Bow.
Sharpshooter Keenan Brown leads the team, 13.3 points a game. The key is to get Keenan the ball. Also, get him involved early. He's a 3-point specialist. This is going to be a good one here. I can't wait to get this started from the Magic Dome.
Absolutely, Paul. Looking for a great game tonight.
All right, well, we got an interview coming up with Coatesville's coach, Ryan Dunbar, coming up next. Let's take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Hey, you got a chip shortage?
Does your vehicle have a chip shortage?
Well, guess who don't?
Cougar Motors. We got more chips than we can handle. So stop down Cougar Motors and get you some chips.
Don't get hustled by those swindlers.
Buy your next vehicle from a Blaze Alexander family dealership.
Lowest price,
Guaranteed.
All right, we're back here with intern basketball coach at Coatesville, Ryan Dunbar. Ryan, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, we talked about the team, Coatesville, out of District 1, always a good basketball town. We were just talking here off the air. You guys have been playing a lot of games in a short amount of time.
Yeah, we had some COVID issues earlier in the year, so it's pushed back a bunch of games. I think the last 3 weeks of the season, we are going to have 4 games in those 3 weeks. So 12 games total. Yeah,
we know how it was last year. It happened a lot. But, hey, just a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your team, how it's been this year, and go through some of the players with us.
Well, we start off with our leading scorer, Jaden Brickus, who unfortunately 4 games ago got hurt. We're hoping to get him back shortly. We also have Jalen McNeil, senior center for us. He's averaging about 12 points and 8 rebounds a game. Real force inside, did a lot of work in the offseason. And then our guards, Jeremiah Marshall and Dior Kennedy, sophomore and junior respectively. And then we round out the starting lineup with TJ Scott and our best athlete, James Taylor.
Well, I'm looking at your roster here, and one thing you're not short of is size. 6'1", 6'3", 6'2", 6'4", 6'6". You guys got some bigs there.
Yeah, we got some bigs. A key for them is always to get a body on someone to help us out rebounding. but we do try to get the ball in the post in the half-court setting. And, they've done a good job for us so far this year, keeping us in some games and winning some games for us late.
Well, I did some research here for Coatesville and Williamsport. The series all-time is tied at 7. So someone's going to break that tonight and get win number 8. Tell me what it's going to take to beat the Millionaires tonight.
I think we're going to have to defensively, stop them in transition, keep them off the offensive rebounds, and then for us offensively, just make sure we get a good shot every time down the court and work the ball inside to Jalen and maybe hit a couple outside shots.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Best of luck tonight. Hey, let's catch up with Rich Salonis. He's catching up with Coach Alan Taylor.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyal Sock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. For those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm with Millionaire head coach Alan Taylor. Coach, good to see you. It's been quite a while since we were both over at South many moons ago.
Many moons ago. I'm not going to count them, but yeah, it's been quite a few.
But Coach, pretty decent start so far, 7-3. You've had a couple of heartbreaking losses. So at this point in the season, 10 games in, how would you assess your ball club?
Up and down. I mean, I'd say to the players, don't allow these failures to just go by. We need to learn from each failure. You know what I mean? So hopefully, the last game we lost, we learned from that one. We need to come out. We got to start right from the jump. We can't wait and allow teams to get confidence, and then it becomes a dogfight, and that's what happened the last one.
You very easily could be 9-1, if not undefeated, actually. So things are going fairly well. You've got a Coatesville Red Raider ball club coming in tonight that has a lot of tradition with Williamsport over the years. I believe going all the way back to the 1920s, I think, was the first time that Coatesville and Williamsport played. I also remember way back seeing Coatesville and Williamsport go at it a couple times in the playoffs.
Yes.
So it's a tradition-rich school, very athletic. When you see the Red Raiders tonight, Coach, what are you going to have to do to be successful?
Well, we got to stop the dribble penetration. They like to get downhill. They put 5 athletes out there on the floor. It's like looking yourself in the mirror, but only they're probably a little bit better at what we do. So we have to make sure we stop dribble drive, and we have to get back on defense. And those guys are like old school Chester Harrisburg. Once the ball goes up on the glass, that's when their offense really begins. So we got to make sure we box out.
So typical Coatesville team, if you're not familiar with them, very athletic,
extremely
tall, usually extremely quick.
Yeah, well, I think they're balanced size-wise. I couldn't get a look at the roster stats as far as their heights were concerned, but pretty even across the board, like 6'1" or 6'2", but it's like that across the board. And our guys, we're 5'9", 5'10", but then we have some size to back them up. So we got to make sure we do the job, trying to get the ball inside. Like I said, we have to do more than compete on the boards.
Well, Coach, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully the Millionaires will bring home win number 8. For everybody at home, we'll be right back with the start of the ball game.
Jim Webb here with my good friend Fast Maz, Mary Louise Mazzani. You have so many good things and accolades to your name, but now you put your passion into training young athletes.
Being appointed to a National East Region sports team, training now with our athletes at every level. Proper body mechanics is paramount to these kids being able to increase their speed. Get the edge with Fast Maz.
And there you go. Good seeing you, Fast Maz.
Thanks.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to WebWeeklyLive.com, Hoopers Only TV. Paul Bowe, alongside the coach, Rich Salonis. Coach, tonight from the Magic Dome, the Coatesville Red Raiders, 6-5, coming in, taking on the Williamsport Millionaires at 7-3. And the way the games have been going here at the Magic Dome, they've been going right down to the wire. Let's go down to PA announcer, Mr. Larry Bassett. I got all excited. Jeremiah Marshall getting the start. James Taylor.
A 6'1" guard for the Red Raiders.
TJ Scott also in starting tonight in their place of injured Mr. Brickus. Xavier Taylor getting the start tonight, number 20. Naeem Connolly Ali, 22. J.J. Beagle. And Elijah Frierson. Rich, I really believe this team goes as Elijah Frierson goes.
Absolutely. He's been the catalyst here for the Millionaires so far this season. An outstanding athlete, as we talked about in the opening, on the football field in the fall, and does his thing on the hardwood now.
All right, let's break for the anthem. We'll be right back. Webb Weekly Live, Hoopers Only TV.
Hi, Blaze and Lyle here, and Lyle's been learning to fetch. So Lyle, let's go see how this fetching thing works.
I'm ready for a luxury car.
Lyle, go fetch. This one even comes with a driver. With 20 Blaze Alexander dealerships and the largest inventory around, we're sure to have what you want. Hi, Blaze.
I'm drinking King Kongin. It's a good taste. No aftertaste. Can't complain. Tastes like cotton candy. I'm King Kongin, baby.
All right, we are back here at the Magic Dome. The weather is cold outside.
All right, good call.
Weather is cold outside, but the action's going to be hot inside. Doc Massey giving us the NFL playoff update here.
And the update real quick, Paul, was that the Bengals were going for a field goal to win it. Out in the hallway, Doc predicted that Tannehill would throw another pick, and apparently he did.
No shock there. Hey, tonight's officials, Brian Zimmerman, Keith Kramer, William Cementelli here, and we are set to get underway as the tap is controlled by the Red Raiders into the hands of Jeremiah Marshall. Red Raiders going from left to right in your screen. Ball in the hand of Kennedy right now. Right-handed dribble over to Marshall. Back over to Kennedy. Swings it back over to Marshall on that left wing extended. Back out over.
And Williamsport playing a nice zone here, trying to protect the paint.
Kennedy back to Marshall. Long three ball on the way. Hard off the iron. Rebound underneath by T.J. Scott. Turnaround off the window. No good. Another rebound inside by McNeil. Now gets it down and a block by Beagle. Here come the Millionaires running. That's Keenan Brown. Kicks it back over to Connolly Ali. Back to Keenan Brown. Now looks to reset. 7:14 to go in the opening frame here. Just underway here at the Magic Dome. Beagle back over to Frierson. Now swings it back over to Taylor. Alley-oop to Beagle. Slams it home. He went up the ladder, Rich.
Yeah, he did. And what a way to start the game for the Millionaires. That woke everyone up out of a winter's slumber here, Paul Bo.
Well, we saw that developing from high up here, and Beagle went up to the rafters and stuffed it home. Ball in the hands of Kennedy now. The Magic Dome electric on the opening 2 points of the ball game. Kennedy, left-handed dribble, now swings it over to the corner. Back out to Kennedy. Three ball on the way. That's short. And a rebound by Scott. Scott drives from the elbow, off the back iron. Beagle hauls the boards.
And one thing to watch early is Coatesville's been controlling the glass here for the most part. Williamsport's going to have to do a little bit better job getting the rebounds, Paul, as the game goes on.
Frierson lost his handle there and turned it over.
So right now, 2 possessions real quick, Paul. Williamsport's forced 2 outside shots, and it's apparent they're going to sit back in that zone and make Coatesville do just that.
Kennedy over to Marshall. Marshall now swings it to the corner. Driving to the lane is Scott. Floater in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Frierson. Here come the Millionaires. Frierson stops at the foul line. Back to Beagle. Beagle over to Keenan Brown. Brown, left-handed dribble being guarded closely by Taylor. Over to Xavier Taylor. Connolly Ali in the paint. Draws the action up and in. Connolly Ali drew the contact. Rich laid it up and in.
Great athletic move. Good body balance there to get that shot off, Paul.
T.J. Scott down the lane. Another block by Beagle. Ball batted around like a pinball in there. Throws it to the corner. into James Taylor. Back to Scott, back to Taylor. Taylor's going to let a three go. In and out. Frierson fighting for that loose ball, and it's going to be millionaire ball. Rich, what are you seeing so far 2 minutes in?
Well, I'm seeing a good disciplined zone defense from Williamsport, and it looks to me like Coatesville's having a little bit of a problem attacking it. They're settling for the outside shots, and last couple times down, it's been one and done.
Here comes Keenan Brown, 4-0 Millionaires lead, 5:17 to go in the first quarter. Brown, left-handed dribble, switches over to the right. There's a steal, and there's the breakaway. And off the foot, Dior Kennedy dribbles it off his foot. Maybe a little bit of nerves here for Coatesville.
It looked like he was really pushing that. He ended up putting it off his foot. Another turnover. Hey, Alan Taylor will take this start.
You know, Coach, we talked to Coach Dunbar before the game, interim Coach Dunbar. They played a lot of games over the last 2 weeks, 6 to be exact. Frierson for three. Count it! Elijah Frierson heating up. Millionaires by a touchdown. Over to Kennedy. Kennedy swings it over now to Marshall. Marshall being guarded by Brown. Back to Kennedy. Drives. Long three on the way. Missed everything.
Another board for the Red Raiders. But, Paul, there's no penetration. Everything Coatesville's shooting is either a three-pointer or an extended jump shot.
They're trying to get the ball into McNeil. Now they did Beagle. Oh, nice give down low. Up and in. Jeremiah Marshall split them there. Laid it up and in.
Well, you got to have some ball movement, and you have to have some movement versus a zone set, or you're really hurting yourself. You're playing right into Williamsport's hands.
Frierson over to Taylor. Connolly Ali at the doorstep, off the window, throws it hard. McNeil hauls the rebound. Over to Kennedy. Kennedy floats in the lane, gets it to go. Good take by Dior Kennedy.
And just like that, Coatesville's right back in the ball game. We talked about their explosiveness and athleticism at the start.
Well, Frierson hangs in the air, lays it in.
Boy, and that he did, Paul.
Frierson has 5 of the 9. Over to Marshall. Marshall throws it into the corner, and it's going to stay here. Substitution into the game.
Yeah, good hands by Beagle there to knock that pass awry.
For the Millionaires, Jekiah Klein coming in.
So the score may not dictate it, Paul, but it's been a frenetic pace up and down the floor.
Also, George Whaley into the ball game also. And they're going to stay in that 2-3 zone. Scott.
And you can see there's not much movement by Coatesville. They've got to get some rotation and movement without the ball. Yeah. And that was a definite foul. McNeil came out and was moving and set that pick. That was a good call.
Yeah, they're going to call an offensive foul on, I think they called that on, no, they called it on McNeil. You're right.
They came out to set the pick, Paul, but he was still moving.
Yeah, I thought he pointed 1 first, but he went 2-5. Here comes George Whaley. We've seen him on the football field, quarterback, and now he's in a quarterback on the hardwood. Over to Klein. Jekiah with the ball, left hand. Back over to Brown. Inside to Beagle. Turnaround jumper. In and out. Klein, nice yeoman's work. No one boxed out there.
No one.
Jekiah laid it up and in. The 6'3 junior. 11-4. Millionaires by 7. 2:55 to go.
Timeout by the Red Raiders, Paul.
And there's going to timeout on the floor. A full timeout. Let's take a break. We'll be right back to Williamsport. All right, John, what do you got?
Hi, Blaze and Lyle here. And Lyle's been learning to fetch. So, Lyle, let's go see how this fetching thing works.
I'm ready for a luxury car.
Lyle, go fetch. This one even comes with a driver. With 20 Blaze Alexander dealerships and the largest inventory around, we're sure to have what you want.
All right, welcome back here, Coach. You pointed out in the break, not much ball movement.
Not on Coatesville's end. I mean, Williamsport, when they get down and they're not running the break in the floor, they've got lots of movement. They're setting picks. The ball's getting swung around. Coatesville just seems, they may seem tired, Paul, and you mentioned earlier that they've been playing a lot of games. Hey, 3-hour bus ride on top of it.
Yeah, and for Williamsport, leading the way, Elijah Frierson with 5 points. Connolly Ali with 2. Jeff Beagle with that thunderous dunk, the alley-oop to start off the game here. And for Coatesville, Kennedy with 2 and Marshall with 2. 2:50 to go in the first quarter, clock moving. Here comes Dior Kennedy across the timeline, over to Marshall. Marshall back to Kennedy. Kennedy spots up for a 3. That ball is short, and Klein, they're going to say it's Williamsport ball. I thought that was off the hands of Ja'Kiah Klein. But Whaley will inbound.
A little bit of pressure here by the Red Raiders.
Whaley
token.
Just walks it up the court. 7-point Millionaire lead. Frierson. Beagle. Over to Whaley and almost poked away. Good defense by Kennedy. I'll tell you what, Kennedy, 6'3" sophomore. I really like his game. He's very quick. Only his sophomore is only going to get better, Coach.
Absolutely.
And he runs the point very well. Now back over to Whaley. Whaley crossing between his legs, explodes down the baseline. That part it like the Red Sea.
Wow.
And Beagle lays it right up and in.
Yep, that's 2 or 3 times now. Coatesville hasn't boxed out. Williamsport's taken advantage of it. But boy, did Whaley go by him like he was in quicksand or what?
Absolutely. Gallimore into the ball game now. 3 ball on the way from Scott is no good. Into the hands of Whaley again. Here comes Whaley. 3-on-2 break for the Millionaires. Klein tries to run it down. Back to Frierson. Frierson jump stop into Klein. Shuffled his feet, no call. And the Red Raiders pull it away. That's Gallimore to the hole, no good. Rebounded by Marshall, ball down. Here come the Millionaires. Lays it up and in is Keenan Brown. Uncontested. 15-4, Williamsport. They're cooking with gas here tonight, Coach.
Yeah, they are. They have a hop in their step on both sides of the floor. There's another reach in. Good job using their hands to get the turnover.
Beagle for 3. No good. Rebound Klein. Good position. A good block there by McNeil.
And they're going to get him for a foul, I believe, Paul.
That's his second.
Yeah, he had the illegal pick here about a minute and a half ago or so. 15-4.
Yeah, hey. Beagle at the line to shoot a pair. First one up, first one good.
Now, as Coach Taylor talked about in our interview, staying consistent and being consistent with this effort. We'll see if the Millionaires can continue to carry it through the rest of the game. But they're off to a fantastic start.
Checking in for the Red Raiders, number 24, Trey Langley. Second one is no good, and a rebound by Gallimore. Up ahead, Gallimore jump stop inside the foul line. They're going to get him for a walk. Caleb Fosnot checking into the ball game. A lot of players shuffling in and out for Coach Taylor's squad. Whaley, 59 seconds to go in the first quarter. Conley Ali with the ball. Back out to Taylor. Over to Whaley. Oh, nice flash in the paint. Hangs in the air, up and in.
And again, great ball movement, Paul.
Yep. Gallimore drives, pulled a little short. And it's going to be Williamsport ball with 32 seconds to go, Coach.
And I keep saying ball movement, and I'm sorry about that. I mean, just the way Williamsport's moving and setting picks in their motion offense. Nobody's standing still except the person with the ball, and it's really paying off for them. They've had a lot of very easy baskets tonight here in this first quarter.
Checking into the game for the Red Raiders, number 21, Christian Proctor, now into the ball game. Klein over to Conley Ali. At the elbow, and they're going to get him for steps.
Coach Taylor not real pleased with that possession. But as you said, a lot of fresh faces in a little while ago. Perfect time to substitute with the lead, get the end of the quarter to run out, and some extended time for the starters on the bench.
13 seconds, clock running. Gallimore with the ball. Jaden gets it over to Marshall. Marshall looks up at the clock. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Gonna pop a 3 at the horn. And there's your quarter. Williamsport 18, Coatesville 4, almost a perfect quarter for the Millionaires. Let's go deep in the forest for some King Kong and energy drink.
dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
And welcome back, everybody. Paul Bowe got some numbers for us, partner.
We do. We got 1 quarter in the book. They just changed it to 17-4. But for the Millionaires, we have Elijah Frierson with 5, Connolly Ali with 4, Jeffrey Beagle with 5, and Keenan Brown with 2. And that'll be 17 points. They just changed it from 18. All right, Brown with the ball. Over to Taylor. Second quarter just underway. Back over to Brown. Brown swings it over to Frierson inside to Beagle. Good deny in there by Langley. Brown splits. Back out to Connolly Ali. Pass to Beagle, and I think he might have got away with a travel there, Rich.
Yeah, and he may have gotten whacked a little bit also.
Nothing wrong with getting whacked sometimes.
Nope.
Little physical play. Jeff's tough. He'll suck it up. 7:29 to go in the half. Williamsport came out swinging here.
It looked like Coatesville turned up the heat a little bit more defensively on that possession.
They're going to have to. And there's James Taylor with the ball. Back over to Gallimore. Back over to Gallimore again. Swings it over to Taylor. Tried to go baseline Williamsport. Here comes the double, and once again, the defensive pressure forced the turnover.
Yeah, they jumped that double team in the corner in a hurry, and
well,
Coatesville's a little frustrated, obviously, offensively.
In all the games that Williamsport has won this year, in all 7 games, their defense has been tremendous. It's the offense a lot of times that's been lacking scoring, but tonight, no shortage of points here. Beagle trying to post up again as they double team him into the hands of Connolly Ali, and that was not a good 2 possessions now for the Millionaires. Coach Taylor not happy at all.
No, but it's obvious Coatesville's turned up their heat defensively.
Here comes Marshall across the timeline. Left-handed dribble over to the right. Now back over to Gallimore. Gallimore drives. Good dish down the lane. Again, too hard off the back of the iron. Into the hands of Taylor, and a loose ball foul on Proctor.
Yeah, right idea for the Red Raiders now, but they have to capitalize on those shots.
.6:33 to go in the half. Here comes the X-Man, Xavier Taylor over to Brown. Keenan between his legs, now over to Frierson. Back to Beagle at the top of the key. Much better defense by Coatesville here this quarter. Swings it over, almost threw it away again. Beagle having a hard time getting his hand on the ball and pass up. Once again, they could not get back.
Yeah, Williamsport's playing good catch-up defense there. They're not overcommitting too soon, and they're actually forcing Coatesville to make a play, and that's 2 times now they were not able to do it.
Gallimore will inbound. Over to Marshall. Marshall swings it long. Cross-court pass to Proctor. Back over to Taylor. Long 3 on the way again, way off. Connolly Ali hauls the boards. Over to Keenan Brown. 5:46 to go in the half. Still 17-4. They're going to get a little reach there on Marshall.
So Coatesville's obviously picking up the pressure further away from the basket. So now, if you're Williamsport, backdoor cuts should be available to you since Coatesville's overplaying the ball here quite a bit.
Yeah, the last couple of possessions, they've been trying to get the ball into Beagle, and they're doubling him. So that means someone has to be open. Frierson will inbound. Coach Taylor talking with his assistants there. Over to Brown. Brown now, a little shake and bake there. Trying to bring him out, lull him in. Slams on the brakes, back over to Taylor. Taylor back to Connolly Ali. Back over to Brown. Brown from the foul line and threw it away again. 5:21, almost 3 minutes into this quarter. No one has scored. Kennedy checking back in now for the Red Raiders. Not a good quarter so far, Rich, for either team.
No, not offensively. I mean, both teams have turned up the heat and a little bit of sloppiness here, but we'll see how long the drought lasts for both teams.
Kennedy just inside the three-point line, and that's a 2-ball for Dior Kennedy.
And no sooner you say it, Coatesville breaks the ice here in the second quarter.
Kennedy really foaming at the mouth playing defense there. Frierson trying to shake loose. Jump stop back out to Taylor. Long three, that's short. And a rebound by Hunt. Over ahead to Kennedy, lays it up and in.
(17-8) here, Paul, with 4:30 left to go in the half.
I believe Kennedy has 6 of the 8 points. Frierson. And there's a scramble on the floor there.
Yeah, the possession arrow is going to go to Coatesville. And
a lot of hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care.
Yeah, well, as long as they're in the air and not going towards anybody's
Hey,
face.
Some good hard-nosed basketball there.
Yeah, it's going to be Coatesville ball. Paul, Williamsport's got to recognize when they're getting that ball in low, Coatesville's collapsing very quickly. It's got to get kicked back out. Somebody else has to be open.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a numbers game.
Well, Coach Taylor's not happy. I can tell you that right now. He's he's pacing back and forth on that sideline. Here comes Kennedy. Up ahead to Taylor. Taylor floats in the lane, does not get it to roll. Ball batted around. It will stay here with the Red Raiders.
Yeah, I thought he had Langley underneath for a pass off that penetration, but he decided to shoot it.
Gallmer with the ball, now back out to Taylor, over to Kennedy again. He's had the hot hand in this first half. For the Red Raiders, long cross-court pass, dangerous. Gets it back over to Taylor. Back over to Gallmer, pull up from the elbow, hard. Gets his own rebound. And he stepped on the line. A little too much one-on-one there, Coach.
Yeah. A lot for a little.
And Williamsport got to get a bucket here.
They haven't scored a point in the second quarter.
4 minutes and 10 seconds in, and they have not scored. Beagle over to Frierson. Frierson across the timeline, back to Beagle. Williamsport just looks out of sorts.
Ever since Coatesville came out and started to challenge him a little bit and overplay a tad, it's really taken Williamsport out of their game.
And there's an offensive foul. Hey, Coach, we got the mayor in the crowd here watching on.
All right.
Good to see him here supporting the Millionaires.
Absolutely.
I figured you'd be down with the mayor.
A lot of familiar faces tonight we see in the Magic Dome. Nice crowd for such a cold evening.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for spending your Saturday night with us here. Paul Bowe, Rich Salonis.
Nice pass.
Kennedy again at the doorstep, up and in. Dior has 8. (17-10), crawling back in here. 6-0 run here by the Red Raiders. And
it's not like Coatesville's been on fire offensively.
No.
They haven't. I mean, Williamsport's defense is what's keeping this lead, but they're going to have to score here, Paul, eventually.
Yeah, we should have Doc Massey on at the half, and we'll get some shooting percentages, and they can't be good.
See, that ball comes down the middle. There's 3 Red Raiders waiting. It's got to get kicked back either out or to a point somewhere with spacing. You can't play 3-on-1. It's, like we said earlier, it's a numbers game.
Now, Williamsport's out of sorts from that first quarter. Whaley, let's see if he can take control here. Back over to Frierson. Frierson directing traffic out there. Keenan Brown with the ball. Between his legs, directing traffic again. Tries to bounce pass into Fosnot. Up and over, and in wrestling, that would be called a Canadian destroyer. And Caleb will go to the line to shoot a pair.
I've never heard of that before in my life.
Hey, look it up, guys. Professional wrestling, a Canadian destroyer. That's what we just saw. PPWWrestling.com. Over to Whaley. Whaley, a little too hot to handle. Kennedy again up and in. And a foul. So they called that foul on Foster. They called it on the floor.
Right.
So he did not go to the line to shoot.
Correct.
Too. Well, that blew my mind, but anyway.
Well, Coach Taylor wants a timeout
here. Let's take a timeout here also. Let's calm things down. We'll be back with some stats. WebWeeklyLive.com. Hoopers Only TV. Don't go anywhere.
I'm drinking King Kongin. It's a good taste. No aftertaste. Can't complain. Tastes like cotton candy. I'm King Kongin, baby.
Hi, I'm Rennie Rodarmel. I run the Rennie Rodarmel Agency, located at 921 Westminster Drive, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think my passion is meeting with the customers one-on-one, reviewing all their needs and doing the best job we can to make sure they have the
All right, welcome back here. 17-12. Williamsport, they have not scored the second quarter for Coatesville. It's been the Dior Kennedy show. He has 10 of the 12 points. Make it 11.
Make it 11 is right,
Of
Paul.
the 12, Frierson leads Williamsport with 5. And Williamsport, the drought continues. 17-13, now a 14-point ball game. Was a 13-point lead at the end of one quarter. And the Millionaires have got to get going. They're going to
get another offensive foul here. Can't set the pick while you're moving your feet. That's going to be on Fosnot, I believe.
Hey, speaking of Caleb, let's give some shout-outs. Grandma Lipson's listening out in Indiana, Coach.
Hello, Graham.
Grandma Lipson, glad to have her listening. And also, Aunt Beth is listening in Colorado. Great to have Aunt Beth on there also. And Big Carl is listening down in Likens. So
There
what
you
more
go.
can you want?
Breakaway here for the Millionaires, and the drought has ended with 2:04 left in the first half.
As soon as they said the name Carl, the drought ended.
Yeah, Keenan Brown with a fast break layup for the Millionaires.
Kennedy pulls up from the elbow. Count it. Oh, he is smooth, Coach.
Oh, he's smooth, and I'll tell you what, he's everything.
Only
He might drive the bus home, too, tonight for the Red Raiders.
Only a sophomore. Brown with the ball now. Left hand swings it over to Whaley. He's going to launch the three. Count it, and I think they're going to – let's see what they're going to call here.
No, he hasn't done anything yet. Field goal's good. We got a foul on Williamsport on 4. I believe it's going to be on Jakia Klein.
So the bucket is good by Whaley, number 10, a three-pointer. (22-15), 1:32 to go. Here comes Kennedy. Swings it over to Taylor.
And
Shuffled his feet. And
we're pretty impressed with Dior. He's the real deal.
Absolutely.
6'3" sophomore, and like you said earlier, nowhere to go but up.
Absolutely. Proctor checking into the ball game along with Gallimore for the Red Raiders. 7-point Millionaire lead. 1:21 to go in the half. Beagle with the ball. Over to Brown. Brown swings it over to Whaley. Just hit the three-pointer. George being pressured there. Kicks it back out to Brown. Brown over to Frierson. Elijah's been very quiet. Back over to Beagle. Thought about a three. Back to Frierson. Much better possession this time for the Millionaires with ball movement. Whaley, teardrop in the lane, up and in. 45 seconds to go. 24-15 Millionaires. Pass over to Scott. Scott gets it back out to Marshall. Marshall drives. Oh, floater up and in. He got some high arc on that.
Yeah, that came down with some ice on it.
$20 seconds to go in the half. 24-17 Millionaires. Brown with the ball. They're going to hold for one shot here, it looks like. Back to the X-Man. Taylor fighting off again with that left hand. They got to be careful. They're calling it. Whaley splits the D. Now kicks it back out. 6 seconds. 5. Brown, little poke checked away, and it was. Overhead at the horn. He'll count if it goes, and it does not. One half in the book here at the Magic Dome. Williamsport 24, Coatesville 17. We'll be back at the half. WebWeeklyLive.com, Hoopers Only TV.
What's up, y'all? You know, make them say, when I'm on the stage, it start with King Kong energy drink. That's where I get my energy from. When I'm on the stage turned up, y'all know this is what I drink. If you want the best and you won't get turned up, drink King Kong energy drink. You heard me?
Hi, Blaze and Lyle here, and Lyle's been learning to fetch. Let's go see how this fetching thing works. Now, I think I'm going to just sell you a 4-cylinder Metro.
I want something fast to get back and forth to work.
Lyle! I don't think so, Lyle. With 20 Blaze Alexander dealerships and the largest inventory around, we're sure to have what you want.
Teamwork Graphics, this is Barb. Can I help you? Hi, how are you?
We were the first ones in the area. Our primary business is custom screen printing. We print everything from t-shirts, jackets, tote bags, towels, and performance apparel. Also, we offer embroidery and thousands of promotional products. We do a lot for colleges, churches, schools, organizations, and all businesses. Do everything as far as in-house artwork. We do all the printing here. We do all the finishing if you need to, and the boxes and shipping. That's the one thing about our business. We do good work where you get it on time, you get it usually before you need it, and the price is right, and get the job done.
That's good stuff. That's better than Monster. It's good? Monster can't compete with this stuff.
Yeah, this joint is the one.
This is the one.
Uh-huh.
I'm drinking this joint before every game.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like cotton candy.
Cotton candy definitely in it for sure.
King Kong.
King Kong, man. It's a drink of BD. That's a drink of BD.
Right now.
King Kong, baby. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? You can find it at Fairfield.
Find it at Fairfield.
They have the area's biggest selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. From Fords and Volkswagens to Chevys and Cadillacs to Jeeps, Rams, and everything in between. You'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Find your next vehicle at Fairfield for a fantastic deal. Find it at Fairfield.
Find it at Fairfield.
All right, we're back here at the Magic Dome. We are at the half, 24-17. We're back here with Doc Massey, who's getting ready for some football for his Niners tonight. You'll be happy with a score like that if it's in favor of the Niners.
If it's 2-0, 51-50, as long as the Niners are the ones winning, it'll be glorious.
Hey, right now we got some basketball action. The Millionaires up 24-17. The first quarter, Williamsport was lights out. I mean, they came out. Gangbusters, a huge dunk by Jeff Beagle to get this crowd going, and up 17-4 after the first quarter, and the wheels kind of fell off for most of that second quarter. Tell me, what did Coatesville do different that second quarter?
It was just more aggressive man-to-man defense. They really got in their face, and there was some more trapping going on. They were quick with the double teams, and Williamsport didn't handle it well. But yeah, Coatesville really didn't adjust anything other than I think they just got a lot more aggressive with the man-to-man D, and I mean it was so effective that Port had, with 2:30 to go in the second quarter, Williamsport had no points. 4 turnovers, 2 offensive fouls, and just 2 shots attempted. So, that got Coatesville back into the game. And
how long did they go without scoring? Usually
6 minutes until Keenan Brown got the steal and layup there. So, yeah, that got Coatesville back in the game. And, credit to Williamsport's defense. They're doing what they want to do. They're making Coatesville a perimeter-oriented team. That's not what Coatesville wants to do. And I think that's how they've been able to keep them to 17. But yeah, it looked like this was going to be an easy one for Williamsport, and they certainly let Coatesville right back in.
Well, I'll tell you what, how good is Dior Kennedy for Coatesville there? I mean, he put on a show that first half, scoring 13 of 17 points. The only other person to score was Marshall with 4, but Dior looks like the real deal. I mean, he's 6'3". He's only a sophomore. He's playing the point. He's distributing the ball left and right and plays really tenacious defense too.
Yeah, he's really fast. I like his mid-range game. He gets into that paint, just a little bit in front of the foul line, and he's pretty automatic, putting that short jumper up there. And yeah, his defense, and I don't have the roster in front of me. Number 10 for Coatesville. I thought he played
Marshall.
Marshall played some really good defense too, and I think he started. I know there was some jawing going on down there, and I think Coatesville agitated Williamsport a little bit, I guess is the right way to put it. And I think Williamsport got a little flustered there for a little bit. But I think George Whaley scoring 5 quick ones there late in the half might have settled him down. So we'll see. First 3 minutes of this third quarter are going to be critical. We always say it, but so often it's true.
Yeah, and if Williamsport keeps this game in the 40s or 50s, I like their chances of winning this game here. I don't think Coatesville is going to play the kind of defense that they did the second quarter the rest of this game. And we say it all the time, when you get down by a large amount, it takes a lot to come back. Yep. And they did come all the way back. But Williamsport with a little bit of a run now to close the second quarter. Could be brutal, as you say, like I said, to start the third quarter. But Williamsport, they were getting the ball inside the Beagle. Coatesville start double teaming. And Coach and I brought up this point. If you're going to double team him, there has to be someone open. It's a numbers game. And they got to look maybe backside or somewhere on the perimeter. And like I said, Whaley hitting those 2 big buckets, they're not going to be able to collapse on Beagle all night because George could definitely shoot the ball. So could Keenan Brown from the outside.
Yeah, and that's what I thought too. When when they're doubling, somebody's open, and I just thought they were a step too slow.
Yes.
With the passes, I think they at times they had the right idea, but they hesitated and they weren't quick enough getting the ball around. They weren't moving it as fast as they were in the second quarter. So, if Coatesville keeps doing that, if you're Williamsport, you got to use it to your advantage and find that open man, whip it around quick, and make them pay for being over aggressive.
Yeah, no, absolutely there. Hey, well, we're at the half here, 24-17, about 2.5 to go before we start the third quarter. Doc, thanks for coming down as always.
Go Niners.
Go Niners, as he says. I'm a Dolphins fan, and our season was over a long time ago. But I wish you luck in your game tonight. Hopefully the Niners could pull it out, and I'll be interested to read your tweets on the Twitter.
They'll try to keep the profanity down.
All right, we'll be back, guys. WebWeeklyLive.com, Hoopers Only TV.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
That's good stuff. That's better than Monster. That's good. Monster can't compete with this stuff.
Yeah, this joint is the one.
This is the one. I'm drinking this one before every game.
What? Tastes like cotton candy.
Cotton candy is definitely in it for sure.
King Kong,
man. The drink of BD. That's a drink of BD.
Right now.
King Kong, baby. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hi, Blaze and Lyle here, and Lyle's been learning to fetch. So Lyle, let's go see how this fetching thing works.
I really need a bigger truck.
All right, go fetch, Lyle. Good job, Lyle. What do you think, Eli?
Looks good.
With 20 Blaze Alexander dealerships and the largest inventory around, we're sure to have what you want.
They got to attack. They can't dribble out high post. They got to attack the basket. There you go.
Floater in the lane.
Oh,
up
beautiful.
And in. Running one-hander up again. PIAA, Jim, they call this the sub-regional. Allen misses the foul shot into the hands of Ali Conley. Over the head.
Bang!
Oh, baby! One-handed jam by Elijah Frierson. And the student section has come unglued here in Williamsport. All right, we are underway here, third quarter. Coatesville with the ball going from right to left. Long three by Kennedy, no good, as he had the hot hand in the first half. Into the hands of Keenan Brown. Brown from the elbow. Jumper, no good, hard. And ball batted around off the hands.
Oh, it's going to be Williamsport's ball. They're saying
off the
it's
hands
gonna...
of McNeil.
Yep.
And Brown will inbound from under the basket. 7:37 to go, third quarter. 24-17, a 13-7 quarter in the favor of the Red Raiders. In the second, Beagle, mid-range jumper, good.
There you go, good kick back out, nice easy jump shot. Beagle buried it.
Into the hands of Taylor. Taylor now back over to, that is Marshall. Marshall's been quiet tonight, 4 points. Kicks it back over, and they're going to get a traveling call.
We had talked at halftime, our producer, Riz, was wondering if we noticed that Williamsport opened up in a zone, which we did, and that may have been the first time since biblical times that Williamsport's ever shown that.
Here comes Brown.
As everybody knows, years of hard man-to-man under Pete White.
Will stay here.
And then really, Paul, unless I'm wrong, Riz, every coach up from then has pretty much kept that same tradition of in-your-face man-to-man defense.
Man up. Keenan will inbound. Over to Conley Ali. Brown for three. In and out, comes out of the 10 into the hands of Scott. And here come the Red Raiders. Up ahead to Taylor. Taylor floats to the basket, up and in.
That was too easy, Paul.
Frierson drives, hangs in the air, off the window, up and in. Frierson answers.
Yeah, answered the same way.
Kennedy, little teardrop, gets his own rebound. Block party by Beagle. And it'll stay here with the Red Raiders. Good block by Jeff Beagle, coach, getting up for that one.
Absolutely. Good positioning defensively.
Into the hands of Marshall. Marshall now back over. Down to Kennedy on the baseline. Nice pass down low. Hangs another block by Beagle. Right into the hands of McNeil and lays it up and in for his first two of the ball game.
You can't get everyone, Paul, but he had two.
Brown down low. Pound. Nice no-look pass. Frierson missed the bunny, but it will stay here with Williamsport. Right at the doorstep.
You can see they've made a couple of adjustments offensively. They've gotten much better looks, much more movement. They're back to the way they were in the first quarter. Another easy basket there for Frierson down the lane.
Frierson has 9 on the ball game. 30-21 Millionaires. Into the hands of Taylor, now back out. That is Marshall. Marshall kicks back to Kennedy. Kennedy back to Marshall. Marshall splits it. He makes no-look pass underneath.
They're going to get a walk, I believe. Yeah.
McNeil got himself, coach, caught too far under the basket. Tried to shuffle his feet backwards and could not.
No, correct call, but a great pass.
Yeah, definitely. Nice no-look pass. Hunt now checking back into the ball game. Here comes Keenan Brown. Brown long three. No good. Ball batted around again into the hands. Up ahead to McNeil. Oh! Connolly Ali with a gangsta slap. Here goes Brown. Oh, and the other way, James Taylor. What a swat. Oh, he went for the thunder dunk.
Williamsport, tremendous numbers. Beagle's going to take it.
There's a lot of slapping of backboards going on.
Well, I don't know how you even go about calling that. Back and forth, back and forth.
Well, I'll tell you what, if McNeil would have brought that one down, he might have brought the whole backboard down with it.
Wow, frenetic pace.
30-21. 4:54 to go in a rapid moving third quarter. Taylor with the ball. Backpedaling, now back to Frierson. Frierson, long cross-court pass to Beagle. A little too hard, threw it over the other side. Into the hands of Marshall. Marshall kicks it back over to Proctor, and what do we got here, Coach?
Well, we're going to get a reach-in foul, and it's either going to be on Taylor or Brown.
I think it's on Brown. I think he just showed 3.
There were 2 millionaires there, and we're waiting for the official to give the number.
Ja'Kiah Klein coming back into the ballgame. I really, really like Ja'Kiah Klein. He plays a physical game. He's got that basketball body. And he's 6'3". Can't teach that, Coach.
Nope.
Hunt with the ball. Hunt back over to Gallimore. Back to Gallimore. Kicks it to the corner. Nice pass. Hanging in the air is Langley.
And unless my eyes are deceiving me again, Williamsport's in the 2-3 zone. At least on that trip down the floor. And hey, it's treated them well tonight, Paul.
Absolutely.
Nice
Whaley
flash.
down low, draws the foul, and let's see if they're going to let him shoot on the arm. And he's going to get 2 shots there in this one.
And we didn't see a whole lot of this the second quarter, but the third quarter, the entire third quarter right now, if you look at where Williamsport shot the ball on their possessions, they've gotten much better shots this quarter.
Well, Massey pointed something out at halftime in that 6-minute stretch. Williamsport attempted 2 shots. First one up, first one good by Whaley.
Yeah, without beating a dead horse here, we've talked about how Coatesville getting more aggressive defensively really stymied Williamsport really for that whole quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. Whaley, second one on the way is good. Shooting 67%, George, for the year. And the Millionaires by 11.
Quiet 11-point lead, Paul.
Absolutely. 4:03 to go in the third quarter. Marshall with the ball. Over to Hunt, back to Marshall. Langley trying to get in position inside. Fostott just throws him on the ground. Long 3 for Marshall. Rainbow arcing, no good. Frierson hauls the boards.
Yeah.
Over to head to Whaley. Williamsport looking to run here.
Yeah, forcing Coatesville with their outside shots with that 2-3 zone.
Whaley now back over to Klein. Klein over to Taylor. Taylor drives. Oh, good, poked away. Up ahead to Hunt. Hunt lays it. Oh, missed it. Came off the rim. Kennedy, long.
Oh, ill-advised pass. Tried to get a little too fancy there, Paul.
Well, they missed the layup, and that messed off everything. Taylor now back into the ball game. Coach Dunbar not happy about that at all. .316 to go in the third quarter. 11-point Millionaire lead. Here comes Whaley. Whaley driving 1-on-3. Up and in, George Whaley.
He's hit some key baskets, Paul.
Over to Taylor. Stolen by Brown. Brown up ahead to Whaley again. Whaley lays it up and in.
Yeah, timeout for Coatesville here. They need it. Williamsport's blowing this open.
Timeout on the floor. Whaley has 11. 36-21. Let's take a break. 1 minute. We'll be back here. WebWeeklyLive.com, Hoopers Only TV, King Kong Energy Drink coming up.
What's up, y'all? You know, make them say, when I'm on the stage, it start with King Kong Energy Drink. That's where I get my energy from. When I'm on the stage turned up, y'all know this is what I drink. If you want the best and you won't get turned up, drink King Kong Energy Drink. You heard me?
Jim Webb here with my good friend Fast Mass, Mary Louise Mazzani. You have so many good things and accolades to your name, but now you put your passion into training young athletes.
Being appointed to a National East Region sports team, training now with our athletes at every level. Proper body mechanics is paramount to these kids being able to increase their speed. Get the edge with Fast Mass.
And there you go. Good seeing you, Fast Mass.
Thanks.
I'll give a shout out to him. He helped us out. Hey, we're back here at the Magic Dome. Want to give a shout out to Dave Berman, who helped us out tremendously, getting us some information on Coatesville along with Gary Gill. Riz is here. Riz says hi, Dave. Said he misses you.
A good timeout by Ryan Dunbar to see if he can stop the bleeding, and Coatesville promptly comes down and almost turns the ball over. But this can get out of hand here, Paul, very quickly. A 36-21 Millionaire lead with 2:39 left in the third quarter.
All right, here we go here. TJ Scott with the ball now gets it over to Marshall. Marshall gets it in lane to Scott. Now down low. No, there's another block by Fosnot. I'll tell you what, that's about 6 blocks for the Millionaires tonight.
Yeah, he recovered very quickly on that to come over and swat the ball away.
Scott's going to inbound. Over ahead to Taylor. Taylor now back to Marshall, being guarded there by Whaley. Taylor backpedals, 2:22 to go in the third quarter, and once again that tenacious Williamsport defense forced another turnover.
Yeah, now in that possession down the floor, they chose to get very aggressive and get in Coatesville's face.
Williamsport starting this quarter on an 11-3 run, Coach. 11-4 run, excuse me. To start the quarter, 2:19 to go. Clock running across the timeline. Right-handed dribble goes Whaley over to Brown. Now back to Klein, top of the key, being guarded by Marshall. Here goes Bailey, baseline spinning, now backs out. Taylor right on him, and they're going to get a travel. And once again, now to turn the tide, Coatesville applying the defensive pressure.
I don't know about that one, Paul. I thought there was some contact there personally.
You know,
and as Doc Massey said, there's some John going on down there, so I hope the officials are going to be able to keep it under control.
Into the hands of TJ Scott. Over ahead to McNeil. McNeil kicks it back to Marshall. 1:51 to go. 15-point Millionaire lead in the third quarter here from the Magic Dome. Paul Bowl, the coach, Rich Zalonis on a Saturday night. Klein with a steal and alertly bounced it off the posterior of TJ Scott, and to no avail, though. It will stay with Coatesville here.
Wow, excellent effort. No reward.
Here comes Marshall. Marshall splits the defenders. Jump stop, hangs in the lane, can't get it to roll. And Connolly Ali hauls the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. And this one should stay with Williamsport. And once again, tempers flaring. A lot of contact under there, Coach.
Yeah, you don't want to see anything stupid break out here. It's been a physical game. It's been a hard-played game. Keep it that way. No one needs to do anything stupid.
Well, quicker whistles always help that. Brown over to Conley. Back over to Fosnot. Top of the key. Caleb. And there's the call on the other end now that was brewing from down here.
Correct.
And that's going to be on Coatesville. Scott was mixed up with Connolly Ali down the other end. It's usually the second person that gets caught.
Right.
I'll know that all the time when I was the oldest in my family.
Mm-hmm.
So my brothers would always take shots at me. When I would go back at them, I'm the one that got caught. And that's always what happens.
That's what happens.
Ask Jonathan. Whaley splits the D. Up and in, George Whaley.
Well, he's really added a spark to the Millionaires' offense.
George's parents in the crowd there looking on. Mom and Dad. Scott hangs in the air. Get that out of here. A gangster slap. Frierson on the breakaway looking to take off. And a 3-on-1 break. Here comes.
Yeah.
They're going to.
Yeah, we're going to get.
They're going to get Proctor on that one. And this game's getting a little bit chippy out there.
It is. I think he went a little bit out of his way to make contact. And the referee was there and caught him. Hey, Paul. Paul.
Yes.
Is Dior Kennedy on the floor?
He's on the bench.
We haven't heard anything from him third quarter here at all. I don't believe he has a point.
No, Whaley with the ball. Whaley over to Frierson, back to Brown. Brown backs it out, now backpedaling with that left-handed dribble. Being guarded by Proctor, and he's going to draw another foul. Some frustration fouls now with the last 34 seconds in the third quarter.
Correct.
We're seeing it. That leads back up to 17.
And the little things, Paul, like after the foul, you can see them talking to one another, a little bit of leaning into one another. Those things usually escalate as time goes on.
30 seconds to go. Let's see if the Millionaires hold it for one shot with a 17-point lead. That's Whaley back to Brown. Brown got to be careful he doesn't go back court. Now splits the D underneath and up and in.
Yeah, well done. Took it right down the lane.
And drew the foul, and Keenan is an excellent foul shooter.
He did it aggressively.
70% for the year, and he'll go to the line to make it the old-fashioned way. $20 seconds to go. Brown is up, and Brown is in. 20-point Millionaire lead. Final 20 seconds to go of the third quarter. $18 seconds to go. Here comes Marshall. Marshall with the left hand across the timeline over to Scott. Now back over to Gallimore. Back over to Marshall, who picked his foot up there. Back over to Taylor. Long three. Short. Rebound. McNeil. Can't get it to fall. Ball batted around. Gallimore in the lane at the horn, and it will count. 3 quarters in the books. Williamsport 41. Coatesville 23. We'll be back to the Magic Dome for the final fourth quarter after a word from the Fairfield Auto Group.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? You can find it at Fairfield.
Find it at Fairfield.
They have the area's biggest selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. From Fords and Volkswagens to Chevys and Cadillacs to Jeeps, Rams, and everything in between. You'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Find your next vehicle at Fairfield for a fantastic deal. Find it at Fairfield.
Find it at Fairfield.
All right, we're back here at the Magic Dome. Ball bowl, coach, a 17-6 quarter in the favor of the Millionaires. Let's go over the stats real quick. George Whaley leading the way for the Millionaires with 13 points. Elijah Frierson 9, Keenan Brown 7, Jeffrey Beagle 8, Connolly Ali with 4 for Coatesville, Dior Kennedy with 13, Jeremiah Marshall with 6, and Jaden Gallimore with 2. Kennedy did not score in that third quarter. You are correct. And also number 25, McNeil, Jalen McNeil with 2, give them a running total of 23.
I thought the difference that quarter for Williamsport was Whaley all the way, just creating, running the offense, getting some good looks for everybody else. As we head into the last stanza here, Coatesville's going to have to come way back.
Long three, Taylor in and out. Beagle hauls another board. Over the hands of Taylor. Taylor over to Beagle. Beagle now swings it over to Whaley. Whaley backs it out over to Connolly Ali, back to Frierson. 7:31 to go in the ball game. Beagle, little turnaround jumper,
nice.
Count it.
Good positioning, did a nice job with the ball.
And I'll tell you what, Jeff, for a big guy, squares his body up so nice in the paint. Scott Had his shot altered by Beagle. Hauls another board. Up ahead to Whaley. Whaley looks to turn on the Jets. Fights off with that right hand. Taylor swats it out of there. Here come the Red Raiders. TJ Scott dishes to Gallimore. They're going to call it on the floor. Good foul by Williamsport.
Yeah. Connolly Ali is going to be the culprit. And Paul, I think what Coach Taylor, he's a little bit exasperated, but I think, when you're up by 20 here.
Taylor for three.
The clock's your friend.
I agree with you. James Taylor buried that three in a quick timeout. 30-second timeout. Let's keep it right here. Coach, go ahead. What you were continuing saying.
Well,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You have time now to work for the exact shot that you want. And if Coatesville's going to choose to come out and overplay, let Whaley create off the dribble like he did a lot in the third quarter and kick it or take it right to the hoop. But you don't have to rush things. That's my point now. And I have a feeling that's what Coach Taylor's letting them know. You're up by you certainly don't want to go into a total stall, but you don't have to run racehorse and take any shot.
Right, exactly. Plus, you're up 17 points. Like I said, 6:57 to go. There's still a lot of time, but every possession has to be a valued possession. You got to take care of the basketball, and they're already starting the counter as Williamsport was late breaking out of the timeout. Whaley over to Taylor. Back to George. George breaks the press. Beagle, ill-advised pass right into the hands of McNeil. And they're going to get a travel.
Right idea by the Millionaires, but passing lane was clogged.
He just got teed up. Somebody just got teed up, and that was on James Taylor. And I think he's seen fire and rain. He just got teed up.
He's going to be seeing a lot more than that.
Now you saw that coming a mile away. And now Whaley will be on to shoot the technical. First one up is good.
George has played a nice ball game tonight.
Second one is up, is good. Don't forget, at the end of the game, we'll be choosing our player of the game, our Hoopers Only TV Webb Weekly Live player of the game. We'll see who that'll be at the end of the game. So far, it's wide open, Coach.
Absolutely.
I want to give a shout-out to Jonathan Bowe over there, keeping stats tonight, filling in for Jimmy Webb, the birthday boy. Thanks, Jonathan, keeping us going there. Riz producing tonight, doing a great job as always. And Big Mike back from Union break, not running one camera, but running two. Up ahead, McNeil. McNeil lays. Oh, they're going to count that basket. No.
Well,
that ball looked like it was down the cylinder to me.
Well,
and they are not going to count it. It'll be Williamsport ball.
Sometimes the presence of some tallness under the basket causes you to rush shots that you shouldn't.
Frierson over to Beagle.
I believe you refer to them as bunnies.
They are bunnies. That's a Jim Webb term. Back to, Whaley cuts back door up and in.
No Miss Bunny there, Paul.
No Miss Bunny. A lot of rabbits there in the hat. He put it right down the rabbit hole. 6:05 to go in this one. 47-26, and Beagle just slapped that one away, and Williamsport really having their way now.
Now that could have been a myriad of things there. For a second, it looked like a 3rd-and-1 rush.
Good show up in the Williamsport student section here tonight. Great to see the students coming out to support. Stolen away by Taylor. 3-on-1 break for the Millionaires. Whaley up and in again. George Whaley. Have yourself a night, young man.
Wow, how about it, Paul?
He must heard us say player of the game earlier. He's turned the Jets on.
Good anticipation by Frierson to break up that pass.
Here comes Taylor. Swings it back to Whaley, now back to Beagle. Let's see if the Millionaires work a little clock. 5:34 to go. Big lead, 23-point lead for the Millionaires. Frierson backs it back out. Whaley, little shake and bake, dicks it back out to Conley Ali.
So quick.
Whaley again over to Frierson. Kind of surprised them a little bit. Back over to Beagle.
The Millionaires playing smart basketball here, Paul.
Well, they have enough points to win, obviously. They don't going to shoot if they don't want to. Whaley did a good job getting separation with his body there. Over to Beagle, long crossword pass. Frierson hangs in the air, and he'll go to the line. And, I mean, McNeil had nothing else to do but go straight up, and he did, but Frierson pushed his body into him and drew the foul.
And hey, a perfect possession for the Millionaires. Good ball movement, take time off the clock, get themselves a high percentage shot, and they're at the line.
Fourth foul on Mr. McNeil. Frierson at the line to shoot 2. Not the best place he's like to be, but he made that one look easy.
Wow.
So, Coach, your first game seeing Williamsport this year. What are you thinking of Millionaires?
Athletic, talented, quick.
And deep. They have a deep bench. Ball batted around up there. Comes out into the hands of Langley. Langley now back over to Marshall. 4:49 to go. Back out to James Taylor. Long 3 for Marshall. Count it. That was right from the end line there.
That was as deep as you can get without being out of bounds.
Over to Beagle. Beagle across the timeline. Keenan Brown, mid-range jumper, in and out. Rebound by Sellers, brand new into the ball game, is Xavier Sellers.
Oh, nice
Throw it away.
reach.
Up ahead to Whaley, excuse me. And they're just going to call a technical on Williamsport for hanging on the rim, and they do.
Yeah, they're going to get Keenan Brown for being in a place in the neighborhood he shouldn't have been.
5'9", and he got up there, Coach, above that rim. That's about our size.
I ain't getting anywhere near a rim unless there's a ladder.
I can do it off a trampoline. That's about it. And now we're going to have Marshall will shoot the tee. And it's good. Second one is no good off the back iron. And it will be Red Raider ball with 4:17 to go in the ball game. Millionaires by 20. Over to Marshall. Marshall back to Scott. TJ thought about a 3, drives baseline, pulls up. Shot altered again, once again by Beagle. Getting those long arms up there. And I'll tell you what, Jeff didn't do a ton of damage scoring tonight, but that presence inside.
Correct.
He was a beast in the first quarter, just altering the shots.
Yep.
And hats off to the Millionaire defense, holding the Red Raiders to 30 points. Oh, get that out of there, says Langley. Big swat. Overhead to Marshall. Marshall drives, floats in the air. Beagle another rebound. Over to Taylor. Back to Keenan Brown. Swings it back over to Whaley. Allen's telling him to back it out with 3:46 to go. Beagle position, drop step in the lane, and
holy cow. It was a late whistle. They had him by the arms. They had someone over the back.
I don't have a wrestling move for that one. I gave you my Canadian Destroyer. And Jeff will go to the line to shoot 2.
And you know, Paul, looking back on it, I had a chance to talk to Coach Taylor before the game, and he talked about the lack of consistency. And as you look back on the game tonight, you see what you're talking about with their second quarter.
Absolutely. Devin Hunt laid that last basket in. 3:21 to go. Williamsport's going to shoot 2 on this one now, as it's a 10-team foul.
Millionaires up a comfortable 18 points, Paul Bowe.
Yep, and hey, let's talk about some upcoming games here on Webb Weekly Live, Hoopers Only TV. We will be back here Monday night at the Magic Dome as the Harrisburg Cougars come into town. Always a big rivalry, the Cougars and the Millionaires. And Thursday night, Central York coming in to the Magic Dome to play the Millionaires. So we got 2 more Millionaire games next week, and then we'll round off the week on Saturday at St. John Newman, South Williamsport, and the Golden Knights. Big week coming up at Webb Weekly Live. 4 games this week, counting tonight. Whaley's going to back it out. 3 minutes to go. 18-point lead. Brown kicks it back to Taylor. A lot of hand checking going on there, Coach.
Yes, there is, Paul. Now Williamsport very content to run some clock here.
And then they keep in the hands of Keenan Brown, who is the team's best free throw shooter. Oh, ball on the floor. Good hustle by Coatesville. Can't see the number on the ground there.
They're going to get, I think they're going to call it on Whaley.
TJ Scott for Coatesville hustled on that play tremendously to force that. Chase Scott now coming into the ball game. We haven't seen him at all. Coach getting some younger kids some playing time. Proctor drives to the lane. Oh, gonna watch something. Beagle almost tripped over him there. Hunt with the ball. Hunt pulls up a little up and under into the hands of Xavier Taylor.
And the shot altered by Beagle's presence. Perfect example of what you were talking about earlier. Oh,
Keenan Brown.
Nice basket. A lot of contact, no foul there, Paul.
No, I was watching Beagle. I thought they were going to go for an alley-oop again. Scott with the ball. 1:32 to go. Scott pulls up from the foul line. Nice jumper up and in. TJ Scott, 6'2 senior. Into the hands of, that is Whaley again. And Williamsport is going to call a timeout, a full timeout. Let's take a minute break. We'll be back for the final minute 9.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
I'm drinking King Kongin. It's a good taste. No aftertaste. Can't complain. Tastes like cotton candy. I'm King Kongin, baby.
All right, we are back. Get some of that No Limit Energy drink, King Kongin. It's available everywhere. Amazon got a bunch. Sold out, I just heard. Hopefully we get some more. Paul Bowe needs some King Kongin. I see a can over there I'm ironing up. Whaley with the ball, trying to dribble the clock out. Last minute to go here in the ball game, and Coach Taylor's going to call a timeout, and he's going to unload the bench. You see Jameer Harden coming in. Also DJ Green.
Yeah, wholesale changes of the Millionaire starters.
I feel like we're calling a football game. We got DJ Green out there. And for Coatesville, into the ball game, number 20, Marcus Evans. Hunt lays it up and in. And I do apologize, the young man for Coatesville, number 52, we do not have him on the roster. Harden with the ball now. 40 seconds to go. Over to Zach Lake. Lake back to Klein. Over to Jameer, 27 seconds to go. Ball batted around again. Klein steals it, lays it up and under and in. Final 13 seconds. Scott. Evans drives, floater from down on the baseline is good by Marcus Evans. And there's your horn. It's a final score. Williamsport 54, Coatesville 38. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with our Hoopers Only Web Weekly Player of the Game, some final thoughts, and we will send you on your way.
Jim Webb here with my good friend Fast Maz, Mary Louise Mazzani. You have so many good things and accolades to your name, but now you put your passion into training young athletes.
Being appointed to a National East Region sports team, training now with our athletes at every level. Proper body mechanics is paramount to these kids being able to increase their speed. Get the edge with Fast Maz.
And there you go. Good seeing you, Fast Maz.
Thanks.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyal Sock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
All right, hey, we're back here at the Magic Dome as the capacity crowd here is filing out, and for the most part, they're all going home happy there, Rich.
As they should. Williamsport really played well for the majority of the game tonight. Bar that second quarter, they were on.
Yeah, and with the win, they pushed their record to 8-3. Coatesville will be even at 6-6, and let's go through the scoring, and then we will pick our player of the game, and we will put a bow on it, as they say.
A bow on it.
We're going to put a bow on it for Williamsport. George Whaley, 19 points. Jeff Beagle, 8 points. Keenan Brown, 9. Elijah Frierson, 10. Jakiah Klein, with 4. And Connolly Ali with 4 points. Sorry there, I dropped my paper there. For Coatesville, Kennedy had 13. Marshall had 10. Hunt had 4, and Evans came in off the bench with 2. T.J. Scott with 2, and also McNeil with 2. Played a very physical game. James Taylor had a long three-pointer to round out for Coatesville, 38 points. It's time for our Hoopers Only Web Weekly POG of the game tonight. Coach, I'm going to let you take the honors.
Well, I think it's really a no-brainer tonight. I think it goes to Mr. George Whaley, who had an outstanding game on both sides of the floor and really the catalyst of that offense tonight. Drove when he had to, dished off when he had to, made some big shots, and thought he played a well-rounded game.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Coatesville, the future's bright for that team. They've been in a lot of changes there. They played a lot of games in a short amount of time. Once again, I want to thank Dave Berman and Gary Gill for helping us out there, getting us the information. And let's thank everybody here. Let's thank Jonathan filling in for stats. He did a great job for Jonathan. Big Mike on camera, Riz producing the game, as always. Jim Webb also, and Riz live streaming together 8-9 years now, Riz? And it's only getting better. We got a monitor here, a first-class operation, bringing you the best in high school sports at least 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week. And we're getting close, as Jim Morris says, playoffs. That's going to be coming up soon. And, hey, drive home safely. Have a great night. Have a great Sunday. Watch the NFL. Enjoy the NFL. It's a final score, Williamsport 54, Coatesville 38. We'll be back in the Magic Dome Monday night. The Cougars come to town the Harrisburg Cougars, the Williamsport Millionaires. For everybody here at Webb Weekly, I'm Paul Bowe. Tally ho, everyone.